Today, me and you are going to talk about diamond painting accessories and those all-in-one accessory kits. Do you need them? Do you? Do you really? Or are you just beginning to set out into your diamond painting adventure, realize that you are in fact addicted, and will you continue to buy diamond paintings, or are you just going to be okay with the ones that you have? If you have become obsessed with diamond painting, much like I have 5 years ago, I have some tips for you as a new person entering the space and some things that you may want to take into consideration before buying one of these diamond painting accessories all-in-one kits. So to preface this video, I am not saying don't go buy them. If you like, after watching this video, if you think that it would be useful for you, by all means, I don't give a poop about what you spend your money on. I am just here, like maybe you're on a budget, maybe you're still on the fence. So I'm just here to explain some of the things that are included in this and what actually makes them worth it if I think it's worth it at the end of the day. I have been diamond painting for about 5 years, and over the past 5 years, I've accumulated a lot of poop. A lot of these. So much, in fact, that I ended up throwing a majority of these away, donating them, giving them away, sending them to random people who paid for shipping, etc. I am just so sick of these. So even for filming this video, it was a struggle for me to actually find these to include with this video. What spawned this video was that I was at Michael's this week checking out the Make Market kits. This is a brand that I haven't tried yet, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy a few of these diamond paintings. I'm gonna try them out, see if I like them, because it's actually really great that I can just drive to a store and buy some diamond paintings that have licensed images. Anyways, while I was there, I spotted this toolkit. First of all, I must say the case that it came in is really handy, and but also as a collector of all things, I don't need another organization case. I probably have something at home. And then I flipped to the back and saw what was included in it. And for the most part, I have all of those things. So to start off this video, we're going to dissect the toolbox a little bit, because you'll notice that even if you go on Amazon, other websites, etc., all the toolkits that are being offered are very similar to this, especially if they offer storage containers. So one of the first things that I noticed is with the Make Market toolbox, it just basically offers like 5 times what is in here. So this is the basic toolkit that comes with your Make Market kit. It comes with a little jar of wax, a diamond painting pen, or a stylus as they call it, and also has a squishy. So the squishy is basically to help you for comfort when you're diamond painting. It comes with a little tray like this, and then a bunch of baggies. So when you look at this toolkit, it comes with 3 trays. Granted, all of the trays are different sizes, which I think could be helpful to someone that's new in diamond painting. But it also just comes with the 5 diamond painting pens. One of the trays that you already get if you buy a Make Market kit. It comes with the stylus grip covers, which are just the squishies for your hand, and it comes with 20 of these baggies. I am not going to sit here and count how many baggies are in this. Does it say on the box how many baggies? It does not say. Interestingly enough, it doesn't even say that it includes baggies. So I don't know. So what my thoughts are is if I'm just getting into diamond painting and I find I really enjoy it, and I just keep going back to Michael's to buy these, I'm going to end up with a whole bunch of these, because all of this stuff comes with every single kit, right? So I'm just going to end up with like 5 times these once I buy 5 of these. And I don't even have to buy the large diamond paintings to get this toolkit. I can simply just buy like these small ones or their coasters or whatever it may be, and I'm going to end up with multiples of these. And if you have been diamond painting for a while, you probably notice that, hey, I don't actually need a crap ton of wax. I don't actually need 10 of these, because these will last like for a very long time unless you're a hard placer. The one thing that I would recommend if you are new to diamond painting is getting yourself some decent storage, which I really enjoy that this toolbox comes with decent storage. It comes with 50 of these, okay? I don't know how many is in this bag. We could play a game, guess in the comments how many bottles is in this bag, but also if you guess, I'm not going to tell you if you're correct or if you're incorrect, because I'm not going to sit here and count these bottles. But it comes with 50 of these bottles. which I think is a great deal, because the one thing that I hated when I first started diamond painting was, okay, like this bag is open, I've used this color, but I'm gonna, like, I do my diamond painting in sections, so I'm gonna have to use this color again. But now what do I do with this bag? Do I just use a paper clip to close it? Do I put it in a Ziploc, but not enough Ziplocs were included in the kit to have a Ziploc for each color, etc.? So again, like I said earlier, these kits are only worth it to me personally if they come with a decent storage system. Now let's take a look at some of the extra stuff that this toolbox and similar diamond painting accessory toolkits come with. One of the things that I saw first mentioned was it comes with a sticky pad. First of all, me diamond painting, I have never had an issue with my tray sliding around my table. I work on a very flat surface, like I work on a desk, so I don't actually need one of these. If you work on a drafting table, I could see this being really useful. If you spill your drills, this could be useful. But I have my own way of when I spill my drills on my desk, how I sort those out, which I could do a future video on. Let me know in the comments down below if that's something that would be of interest to you. But these I don't think are necessary for diamond painting. I have never used one. I actually use these for cross-stitching beads. So whenever I get them, if I get them for some reason, I'm like, cool, another thing that I can use to cross-stitch beads, but I don't necessarily use it for diamond painting. Another thing included in these like 30-piece diamond painting toolboxes is a bunch of these multiplacers. I've only purchased smaller Make Market kits, and I haven't watched unboxings of like their larger kits. So I can't say for sure if the larger kits come with multiplacers, but according to this one, like the smaller kit, it doesn't come with these. But I can see why Make Market would find it useful to include a variety of multiplacers in their toolbox. But if you order outside of Make Market, and not even just like the more premium diamond paintings, but if you go and order from like budget websites, a lot of times when you get a toolkit like this, it will include 1 or 2 multiplacers. So it'll usually include like a 3 or 4 placer and like a 6 placer or something like that. So again, if you're not planning on buying a ton of diamond paintings at a time, I could see one of these toolboxes being really helpful because of what's included in them. But over time, as you buy more, you're going to accumulate more of these. And then you'll find that, hey, why did I spend $30 or whatever it is for the Make Market toolbox when I could have just kept buying kits and had everything included? But to focus on what's not necessarily included, a lot of these diamond painting toolkits, toolboxes that you can buy with the bulk tools inside of them will also have tweezers. So tweezers are usually included only with square diamond paintings for people who don't necessarily maybe want to use a diamond painting pen to place their square diamonds or their drills. If you guys didn't know, drills are, I call them drills, but then not everyone knows that the drill, like what I'm talking about, are the drills, are the diamonds themselves. So anyways, so tweezers again can be useful. I enjoy when I get a kit and they have the labels on them. I'll actually use the tweezers to rip off the labels or rip off the stickers from the sticker sheet and put them on my containers, like if I do kit up that way. But for the most part, tweezers, I never really use them in diamond painting. I think consistently what I use them for, because I don't kit up using labels, is putting putty inside of my multiplacers and inside of my single placer. But again, I don't need 10 things of tweezers. And I haven't gone out to buy tweezers separately solely for diamond painting. I have just constantly used like 1 pair of tweezers that I've gotten for free, and the rest goes into a bin for donation or throwing away or whatever. Another thing inside of these toolkits that is very common is one of these brushes. And first of all, I'm like, is this just a makeup brush? And this one used to have like a squishy part on here, which was very similar in feeling to this. And I'm like, what is this for? But it was ideally, technically, I think it was made so if you spill a drill on your table, you can pick it up with the little squishy part here and then put it in your container. But honestly, like, you could just use your finger. You don't need to like reach for this tool to pick up a lone drill on your table. And for the brush part, I don't really know what this brush is for. I've had other versions of brushes that have come in diamond painting toolkits, toolboxes, and for the most part, I'm like, I don't understand. I guess if your diamond painting gets dusty for some reason, you can use this to brush it. But I feel like the brush itself, the bristles aren't strong enough that if you get putty or wax on your diamond painting, it's not going to be strong enough to be able to brush the putty or the wax off the drills themselves. This could only serve as a function for dusting your painting, like making sure it doesn't get dusty. I don't really know what this is for, to be honest, but I use it as a keyboard cleaner. You could also use it as a makeup brush. Diamond painting my face. Okay. Another thing that is most often included in these toolboxes is what's called a brayer, or as diamond painters, I think we just call them rollers. This has seen better days because I used it for rolling clay. But basically, once you're done a section or once you're done your whole diamond painting, the thought is you can go over your whole entire diamond painting and roll it. I was going to say bray it, but you can roll this over it. It will make sure all the drills are sitting nicely, etc. And this is something that I do enjoy using. I don't think it's mega necessary, especially if you're working on a quality kit. You won't necessarily have a lot of issues, but because I don't diamond paint perfectly and I'm just like very casual when I'm diamond painting, like I'm not someone who, oh, the square is outside of the outline, let me fix it, etc. Sometimes there are some popping drills, but also, if you work on a really crappy quality square diamond painting, you are 100% going to need one of these, or you can get like a bottle or even like your baking roller you use in your kitchen. If you work on crappy square diamond painting kits, you're going to need one of these because you will find that the drills will pop off, okay? That's enough. But that is a whole other rant that I can talk about in another video. But these I think are very useful. Another thing to think about is a lot of these diamond painting toolboxes are around $30, at least $30 Canadian. You can probably get some that are cheaper or more expensive. But also, like I mentioned a million times before, as you buy more kits, a lot of the things in these toolkits, these sets, aren't going to be applicable and you're not going to need them because you will be accumulating a lot of the other stuff. So if you were just like, hey, I just actually like the brayer roller thing is appealing to me, you can actually just buy these separately at an art store. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them on budget websites. You can also go on like AliExpress or Temu and find them. And they're super cheap as well. So everything within these kits, you can just buy alone. You don't have to spend the full $30. Another thing that's included is a funnel. I actually had one or two of those, what are they, like the silicone funnels that open, that expand and you can make smaller, etc. But for me, because I kit up in Harbor Freight containers, I don't actually need a funnel. But I could see if I'm kitting up in one of these, if I kit up in one of these bottles or something with a narrower opening and a narrower mouth, maybe a funnel would be helpful. But also remembering that these trays actually have like a funnel built in, so it's not necessary that you're going to need an actual funnel like this, unless maybe you're working from a larger tray and there's overflow that's coming or that's happening, or maybe you're working out of one of these green trays. Also, people call these boats. I guess they kind of look like a boat, but these ones don't have like an opening here. But life hack, not even a life hack, but one trick you can do is just cut this rectangular wall piece here and make it into a funnel. So I don't know, I'm not sold necessarily on these. I think it depends on what containers you kit up in. Another thing you'll most commonly see in these all-in-one toolkits is one of these. So this is, I don't know, a straightener tool. And when I first started diamond painting, I used this a little bit to shove my drills around on the canvas if it wasn't necessarily straight. And I've also used it for like sorting. If I spill drills on my desk, I sort them into piles of like into separate colors, etc. So I use one of these, and that's the only time now that I'll actually use these. I don't actually use them when I diamond paint now at all. But I could see it being helpful for someone who's new to diamond painting or someone who hasn't done a lot of diamond paintings in general. Make Market and other companies who offer similar diamond painting toolkits also has a toolkit called like the stylus kit or something like that, and it comes with a bunch of metal multiplacers. And so these are what metal multiplacers are, and these are generally the ones that you will receive when you buy a toolkit that has a whole bunch in them. You can get fancier, like Diamond Art Club has metal multiplacers, Everlasting Tips in Australia. I was a big fan of Everlasting Tips, but right now I think the majority of my diamond painting multiplacers are from Diamond Art Club, just because I like them and they're narrower and they're thinner, and I don't know, I just enjoy them better than these ones. And these ones, again, if you don't want to buy, if you know you're not going to use a 3-placer, if you know you're not going to use a 10-placer, you don't necessarily need to buy a whole kit of these. If you're only going to use 1 or 2, you can buy these really, really cheaply on AliExpress, and I think you can buy them on Temu as well. So lastly, what I think personally would be the most useful besides the storage containers in those diamond painting toolboxes, toolkits, etc., are multi-size trays. So very early on, I was like, these trays that you get for free aren't cutting it, because especially when you start working on larger diamond paintings, you'll find that these trays are very limiting. You're going to be refilling your tray very often with your drills, etc. And if you multi-place, you're going to blast through the drills on that the tray is holding really, really quickly. So one thing I do like about those toolkits is that they offer multiple sizes. I think a tray is something that you definitely want to invest in very early on in your diamond painting journey. I was going to call it a career, but it's not a career. But I think a tray is definitely something that you want to invest in, especially a larger tray. Even something that's like double this size is definitely helpful. And then you get the crazy people. Okay, I'm not making fun of you. If you like doing this, I love it for you. But you get the crazy people who kit up into trays, and they'll have like 70 or 100 trays, and they'll kit up to them. First of all, I don't have the desk space, and also if my cat jumped up on there and knocked over the tray tower that I would keep these in, I would probably cry and throw away the diamond painting, because there's no way that I'm sorting through those drills. And also, I'm just lazy. I'm not going to kit up into trays and then have the extra drills that don't fit into the trays in another storage solution. It's just too much work for me. And I do understand that in the long run, you're probably saving time by kitting up into 100 of these trays or similar trays to these, but I just can't. My mind cannot comprehend it. It's way too much work for me. I'm not going to do it. But so if you can get one larger tray, and it doesn't have to be 3D printed, you can go on other websites if your budget is very limited. You can go on the budget websites, you can order a larger tray, get yourself a larger tray. Oh, and then, so I lied. Besides a larger tray in these kits, I think a pen is really helpful, especially if you're going to be diamond painting hours per day or whatever it is. I think getting a pen is really helpful. And again, you don't have to get like a bougie pen that's like $60 or $70. I'm just saying Canadian prices. It can, whatever it is in American. You can just go again on Diamond Art Club. They have cheaper pens. You can also go on Amazon, all those other budget websites, and get yourself a thicker pen. And a thicker pen will just save you in the long run, because it's going to be more comfortable to diamond paint for longer periods of time. In conclusion, the only way that I would purchase one of those diamond painting toolboxes or one of those sets that just have a trillion diamond painting tools inside of them is if I like the storage containers. If I like the storage containers, the tools are just going to be a bonus to me, but also probably garbage and a hassle, because I'm like, I don't really use any of these, so I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But you might be like someone who's like, oh, I like to have extras just in case. That's totally cool too. But I would say focus more on the storage containers that are being offered, because at the end of the day, the storage containers are something that diamond painting companies aren't going to send you with a diamond painting kit. Again, we'll use the Make Market toolbox as an example, because you'll probably keep buying Make Market diamond paintings. You're going to get that toolkit with it. So a lot of the things within that toolbox are going to be null and void to you, because you're going to have a ton of them and you stashed up anyway. So if you're going to buy it, make sure you look at the bottles that are included. I actually have 2 of these. Make sure you look at the bottles that are included and think to yourself, is that how I want to kit up my diamond painting? And also, if I'm going to kit up my diamond painting, am I going to keep them in that toolbox? Is the toolbox going to take up too much real estate on my desk? Is it going to be too annoying? If I do buy the toolbox solely for the bottles, what container am I going to put the bottles in so they don't get messed up or they don't spill on the floor, etc. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I was really just in love with the toolbox that the diamond painting tools came inside of. But as I moseyed on down to the cross stitch aisle, in the center lane, is it a lane? The center aisle at Michael's had these really cute toolboxes, and they came in different colors. But to note that these toolboxes were $30 Canadian. The Make Market toolbox with all the stuff inside of it was $30. I did have a 30% off coupon, so it was like cute pink toolbox that doesn't come with storage containers. Also, I don't need storage containers, or the Make Market toolbox that is gray and white and has diamond painting tools that I'm probably not going to need. And spoiler alert, I ended up buying neither of them because I don't need more crap, because as you can tell, I have a lot of stuff. But I hope this video has been helpful to you. If you are new to diamond painting, let me know in the comments down below. If you are new, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them and I will answer to the best of my abilities. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I do videos about diamond painting. I'm trying to do them weekly, but make sure you hit the notification bell. I don't know which side it's on, honestly. Make sure you hit the notification bell to get notified when I do upload new videos, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!